see.
Okay, I think we in there.
Can find out.
I don't know what just happened.
Now streaming live on Facebook. All right.
You can see it.
I can see it. Oh, I'm looking at myself. Hey!
Okay, you can see it, but I can't.
I see it live on Facebook.
I can't see
Go
it.
to your page.
Yet,
We are live right now.
How you on there and I'm not on there though?
Toya, look, we on there. Look.
It's not showing up on my page. You see it on my page?
Yeah, and we live right now. I'm showing it
on
to
my
you.
page.
Yes.
Girl, I don't see it.
And we've been alive for 4 minutes.
Well, all right then. Hello, everybody.
It's real
delayed.
delayed.
I can't see anything, so I don't know what's going on. How you can see it and I can't. That's real stupid. It's real stupid. I don't know what's happening. So you can see me. Hello?
I'm looking at you. It's real delayed. We've been on for 5 minutes.
For real? How?
And we got people watching.
For real? Y'all, I'm sorry. I can't see anything. I don't know what's happening. Y'all, please don't judge me and please don't leave it because I don't know what's happening.
I'm right here. It's real delayed. We've been on for 5 minutes.
It's delayed on my end. I don't even see this thing on my page. I don't see how you're seeing it. I don't know what's happening. Y'all, please don't. Okay, yeah, it's saying we live. All right. So, hey, everybody. How are you? Hopefully, I can see your comments and stuff because something is going on with my technology. But apparently, we are live. Hello, my loves. Hello, everybody. So I am here with my best friend of 30 years, Tiffany Michelle. And so we are going to just have a discussion and share some things with you guys. Okay, hold on. This is real dumb. This is so dumb. Like I'm so
friend, when you go back and look at this, you're gonna be like,
y'all pray for me, okay? Y'all pray for me because I don't work well under pressure like this. I don't work well with tension like this, and I am one step away from losing it. So y'all pray for me because this stuff is not okay. It's not okay. Like for real. This is not okay. So, friend, you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, all righty then.
So you don't see nothing on your end?
I see it, but it's a delay.
It's delayed. I told you it's delayed.
Yeah. So, okay. So, we just gonna get into it. However it go, friend. This, it is what it is. So, we did a not a Facebook live. We did an Instagram live, and it was really good. And I don't know what happened. I went to upload it, and I pressed upload, and it didn't upload. And this is how I am, and she can tell you, and most people can tell you, I'm one that when stuff like this happens, I understand that there's a presence that doesn't want certain things to happen. So the fact that it wasn't uploaded, the fact that it was a lot of good information for people who are in friendships. Even we touched on marriage and all this other kind of stuff too. So it was a lot of good tips. And being somebody who really wants people to have these great relationships, friendships, marriages, dating, all that kind of stuff, the enemy will attack me in certain areas and make me feel like you shouldn't be doing it. Now, the old me will probably be halfway to tears right now over all that we went through to get on this doggone thing.
This is the true
I was
statement.
supposed to be on here at 5 o'clock. It is 12 minutes after 6. If anybody knows me, you know I'm doing stuff 12 minutes before it's time. So to be here an hour and 12 minutes after the time, really? So it's up to my soul.
Breathe, friend.
So
Breathe, friend. Breathe. Breathe, friend.
that's what I'm saying. I'll be fine. I'll be all right.
That's fine. What
I
the Bible
know
says, delayed is not denied.
that's you're right, friend. And
Hmm.
I'm gonna be fine because I know that this is only a test of where I'm going and what I will be doing. And things like this happen, technical difficulties, issues, not being knowledgeable, a lot of stuff. Because I'm a one-woman show, you know what I'm saying? People have teams and people have partners and all that kind of stuff. Not I. You know, I have people I know that can help me with certain stuff, but I do majority of everything that I do it off the top of my dome. And it's not because I don't ask anybody, because I do. It's not because I don't think anybody else knows, because I know that people know. But one thing about me is I know what's in me and I know what I need to do. So I will figure it out before I sit around and try to wait on you to either get a check from me or to figure out if you got time for me or wait on you to get, to do it, you know. So that's what today was. This help, Lord. So anywho, so we did the Instagram live and it did not load it. So we were like, we gotta do it again. We gotta do another thing. And I said, let's do it on my Facebook because my Facebook gets a lot more traction and traffic than my Instagram. And I didn't know what happened to the Instagram, so I didn't want to take that risk. But obviously the enemy is working on Facebook as well. But anywho.
He is.
I don't know. So yeah, this is I have 3 best friends and all their names are Tiffany. But
However,
this Tiffany has been my best friend for 30 years, 3 decades. You can't find that. You can't just pick that up. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to have this over here with this person. No, that is a relationship that I had to, because I'm one of these people that I like to treat everybody equal. But when it comes to our dynamic, I can't do that because she's known me literally all my life. Literally, I feel like we were born in to the same parents. And I would say that we have the same daddy. Nah, we got different mamas, but we got the same daddy because her daddy is my daddy.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah, if he was still here, he'll definitely ask you for your social security number so he can claim you on his taxes because you one of his children, and that's just how we roll in this family. We make money off our children.
Because I don't have a dad. But we're not gonna touch on that. Rest in peace to his soul.
Please rest in peace to this man's soul, and you wouldn't be talking about that ain't your daddy. Anywho, yes, Facebook, we have had the pleasure of being in each other's company for 30 years now. We literally have known each other since we were 8 years old. We were what you call church babies. We grew up in the church. Shout out to PCC.
Woo, woo, Bishop Callahan.
That's Come it. On. That's definitely where we were born and raised up really good. We actually went through so many different things with each other. So we thought that it would be really special to allow you guys to enter into our world and just understand what are some of the dynamics of having a healthy friendship. I would like to start off with saying, Toya, communication. How you feel about that?
Yeah, communication is really a big thing, and that has really helped our relationship out a whole lot because who child? Because if we didn't talk about stuff and if we weren't real and honest, and it took time for us to do that. Like it didn't start off like that because we were 8. Like who communicates at 8 years old? Who
True
is
statement.
talking about, oh, I want to tell you about my feelings and I want to talk to you about how you hurt my feelings and I want to talk to you about my dreams and aspirations. At 8 years old, you're not thinking about this.
At all.
You just think about, oh, I need to go to school. I want to go outside and play. And I see you when I
Or we
see
was
you.
really trying to
Hopefully,
understand, or we was trying to understand the concept of a slip.
because we
That was
definitely back then,
back then
especially
we
at
were trying to
Philippines, you had
understand
to have
why.
a slip
Yeah,
and stocking.
come on, come on.
Bless your life. So, we and made sure that our skirt came past our knees.
Listen, your skirt gotta come past your knees. This is life. This is what you get when you grow up in church, honey. You got to wear a slip. Your skirt got to come past your knees. If you get a run in your stockings, but see, we was 8. So we ain't have on really stockings, more like them lace, them socks with the lace on them, them Easter
Yes,
socks.
come on, ruffle socks.
Get little
Yes,
ruffle
the ruffle
socks or some knee
that you
highs.
got from the sock lady. You
Yes,
got it
or
from the
some
sock
knee,
lady.
the sock lady. Yes, yes, or some knee
Mm-hmm.
highs, or some knee highs when it got
Yeah.
cold, because clearly we wasn't allowed to wear no pants, and I ain't had no understanding. I still don't have no understanding. But again, we were 8 years old, and like Toya said, the dynamic was really different back then because Toya and I both were raised in the church, so both of our parents were in the church. So we really just had to do whatever our parents told us to do. But it was something about our friendship. We gravitated to each other, and we grew up together. I mean, from slumber parties to skating rings to all kinds of ridiculous stuff. I mean, we did it all. Had it not been for us communicating, I think we really learned how to effectively communicate. Probably somewhere in high school. Somewhere in high school, we really started really talking to each other a lot more than we normally were. And I think this was around the time where we were exploring who we were as people. And a lot of things were happening for Toya. A lot of things was happening for Toya, way more than what they was happening for me. And so Toya would talk to me a lot about a lot of the different
Remember
changes.
your NDA. Remember your NDA.
I just said, I
Cause see, y'all, it be
first of all,
her.
she knocked the cool out my whole conversation just did. Cause
No, cause it be her.
I ain't finna violate the rule. I'm
Cause
not
it
gonna
be her.
violate.
Cause it be her. It don't be me. It be her. She be telling my teas, man. She be telling my teas. So I have to make her sign an NDA, like because she know everything about my life. So I have to make her
Well,
sign one.
I'm not finna
And
violate. All I was finna say was Toya was talking to me a lot about the changes she was going through, especially being a teen mom. Especially being a teen mom. That was one of the biggest conversations that we had, just adapting to being a mother, adapting to what other people had to say about her, adapting to other people's expectations of her, adapting to, okay, this is my new normal. How does this look for me? How do I move forward? And is this the right one for me? Are we going to be together forever? How do we do this? So we had a lot of conversations about a lot of grown-up stuff when we were really young, because if it had not been for that foundation, it built on. So from that communication, of course, we went to marriages, divorces, other friendships. I mean, we went through so many things. Had it not been for that foundation, though, but let's talk about the foundation to communication real quick, though. First, there's a willingness to communicate.
yeah.
Let's start there. You have to be willing to communicate with a friend. Now, nobody should have to be pulling teeth and pulling hair and just stand in your face until you give them the answer they want. You have to be a willing participant in the friendship. If you're
Yeah.
not going to be a willing participant in the friendship, it's not a friendship. I don't care
Right.
what nobody say. It's an association. We just so happen to know each other because we so happen to be in same circles. But a real
Right.
friendship, both of us were willing to communicate. How you feel about that,
Yeah.
friend?
Yeah. That is true. And because we have this level of vulnerability, being vulnerable. I can't get the word out right. Help me, Lord.
Vulnerability.
So we have this level of being real open and honest with each other. Like we know things about each other that we probably wouldn't tell anyone else, and we have let each other see the other in situations and in predicaments or whatever that we would not probably let anyone else see. And that helps out a lot with our communication. That helps us really vibe on a level that you can't really vibe with a lot of people, because, and then the fact that we can trust each other with our teas. Because y'all said I made her sign an NDA. I really did. Made her sign an NDA, but I still, it's not like I made her sign it as if I'm like, friend, you'll tell my business, I don't trust you type thing. It's the thing, we say that because we believe in where we're gonna be in the future. So we already put it in practice. I need, like I need people to be how Gail and how Kelly and Michelle are with Beyonce and Oprah. Cause they don't say anything about anything and they know they tea. So even stuff that you may feel like isn't harmful, sometimes people can talk about it and the other is like, friend, why would you tell them that? But it's just a joke we have. But I trust her, we trust each other with our lives basically. Like I could tell her anything about my life and I don't have to worry about it going anywhere. And that helps out with the communication a whole lot because if I couldn't trust her, it's stuff that I would hold back. It's stuff that we would never talk about, and then she would not be okay with telling me things. And that's always something that when it comes to friendships, relationships. I'm always looking love. If you can't really share things with me, there are multiple things that happen. One, you either don't trust me. Two, you're either ashamed of what has happened, so you don't want anyone to know.
Mm-hmm.
Three, you don't know how to be vulnerable enough to release the things that has happened to you to that person. Or you don't feel safe. And so when those things come into play, you need to question the relationship and question yourself. Am I not sharing because of XYZ? Why don't I tell my friend this? Why don't I let my friend know this part of my life? Why is it that I'm so secretive about certain areas? Why am I like that? Is it something from my childhood? Sometimes in families, especially the Black culture, the African American culture, we are the culture. It happens at my house, stays in my house, and nobody don't need to know my business type stuff. So we do that same thing in our relationships. We don't share, we don't tell people what's really going on, and then we get mad when they don't act accordingly when it comes to us.
Yes.
Because we don't make people feel comfortable enough to make us comfortable, if that makes sense.
Now that's good right
Because
there. That's good.
because if I feel like you are going to be secretive and you're going to keep stuff to yourself, I'm not going to open myself up to be open with you either, because it's not going to be a one-sided thing. I'm not going to be telling you all my teas and what's going on with my life and you know all my stuff and then I know nothing about you. That's
Exactly.
not how communication works.
At all. And I think one of the most important things too is, like you said, me and you develop confidence in each other very early on. And so it really plays such an important role in the the last 15 years or so of our friendship, that confidence in each other took us a very long way. It really did. And to be honest with you, you should want somebody that you can have confidence in, and you can be that vulnerable with, because me and Toy, let me tell you, we talk about everything, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. We talk about some of everything. Okay. We talk about stuff that's really uncomfortable. We talk about stuff that's really hilarious. We talk about stuff that's really sad. We've been talking about stuff that makes you really angry. Most of the time, it's a bunch of foolishness, though. I want to tell you that me and Toy is serious all the time, but we're not.
Well, if anybody knows any one of us, they know that we're not serious,
There's a
like
possibility.
ever, like ever serious.
One day we're gonna be mature. One day we're gonna grow up. It's gonna happen one day. I don't know what year that's gonna be, but one year it's gonna happen. It's definitely not 2020. I'm real childish in 2020, and so is Toya. But I will tell you this though, communication has helped so much, because I think my friendship with Toya really helped me, because it let me know that healthy relationships do exist without you having to have a sexual underlining tone to it. Healthy relationships can exist. Like, I literally can call her. We call each other womb mates. We swear we came here together. I don't care what nobody
We did.
said. Well, we
We
came
did.
together, and
We did.
we did, and we really dived into our friendship at a really early age. We really kept telling ourselves, like, listen, we want to be better, we want to do better, we want the opportunity to be able to be in each other's life and be a positive thing in each other's life. And we meant that, and we worked on it, which brings me to my second point. After
Come
you
on, points.
yes, we have
You're taking
points.
over my life. Okay,
Yes, we have
point.
points. So, if communication is one of the first things that you need to have, and the willingness to communicate, the confidence in that communication, and the vulnerability in that communication in order for your friendship to be effective, the next thing is you got to spend time with your friend.
Yeah.
Listen, me and Toya and another one of our friends, we created this thing called IFT.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, y'all, it stands for intimate foolishness time. What that means is, if we hit each other up with the IFT, we already know we need a girls' night, we need a girls' day, we need something, we need some foolishness in our life. And that's us spending time with each other.
Yeah.
A lot of people used to be like, how can you talk to somebody all the time, every day, and y'all still have stuff to talk about? I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, we finna talk about you as soon as you walk away. Like, it's just one of those things where we always got stuff.
Really, friend?
That's not true. We don't really gossip about people like that. If you really want to know what's going on with us, we got our own lives. We don't really have time. But if you would call us when we was younger, you definitely would have been a topic as soon as you turned your head. But we getting better. We're working on maturity.
Hey, best. My other best friend on here, Tiffany Bryant.
Oh, hey. Yeah, Toya can see. Toya, I can't see no comments on that. So
Girl, hey, let's not talk about it, okay?
okay. So we on here. That's what matters. So spend time with your friends. You should be able to know things about your friend by spending time with them. Like, I
Yeah.
know if I go to Toya, there's a possibility that she's gonna react a certain way. I can anticipate how she's gonna act. I already know Toya finna cut up, she finna do this, she finna do that. Why? I've spent time with her. I've studied her mannerisms. I've studied how she does conflict resolution. I've studied how she chooses to communicate, how she chooses to show her affection. I studied her. That's with any relationship you're in. You should be studying the person that you're in the relationship with. It
Right.
doesn't always have to be, oh, I'm studying somebody that I'm in a sexual relationship with. It could be anybody that you're in a relationship with. Study them.
TJ, who lied?
What she say?
She say she lied. I don't know who TJ said it. I don't know.
Please excuse that individual. Um, man,
But that's right. That's true, friend. Like, you have to study and spending time with your friend and studying them and the communication and other tips and stuff that you got, friend, because you got tips and points, friend. She say
yes,
you lie, friend. She
homework.
say you lie.
Huh? Tell
She
her
say
she
you
allowed,
lie.
she can spell and her breath stink. But anyway, here we go. Um,
Okay, that is her sister, people. So don't, you know. It, it definitely helps when you study your friend by spending time with them and in communication. it helps with your other relationships. I say all the time to people that are thinking about being married, if you're not a good friend, don't get married, because your marriage is going to be based off of the tools that you practice in your friendship. If you're not a good friend, you are not going to be a good spouse. You're not.
You're not.
So or being a
Press
spouse would teach
pause.
you. You say what?
Press pause.
Oh,
Rewind and say that again for the people. Play.
if you're not a good friend, you're not going to be a good spouse. Is that what I said? Because you know, friend, I don't be remembering.
That's what you said, friend. That's what
So,
you said.
or if you are a spouse and you can be a good spouse, it will teach you how to be a good friend. Yes. But more than likely, if you don't already have those tools before you get married, you're not really going to have, or you're going to have a tough time getting to that vibe that you and your spouse should have. I tell people all the time, I learned from my friendships and from my divorce how to be a great spouse. That's how I learned. Because the things that I did and the things I did wrong and the things I did right, I practiced them in my marriage now. I say that people with great friendships and people that have been divorced that have learned from their divorce are good spouses. So you can't expect to have these great relationships outside of your friendships when you're not a great friend. You have to ask yourself, if you won't do it for your friend, what make you think you're going to do it for somebody else? Because bonds with friends are amazing. There are these bonds that are so tight that you can't really get that anywhere else. It's very rare. That's why they say when you have a good friend, cherish it, because it's rare to find friends like that.
You better friend, and you're right, because
you be talking behind people back. That's what Zach say. She say.
What he say?
You be lying about talking about people behind their back.
I'm finna talk about Zach right here in front of everybody.
He said that's what TJ said.
I'm finna tell TJ right now in front of everybody. We do talk about people behind their back, and we talk about people in their face, and we talk about people all the time while they standing right here next to us. There's no lies. We do that, TJ. We do. You know why we do that though? Because everybody do it. You know? That ain't make no sense, but I have to tell the baby something.
Well, the life architect, she is not a part of this. That's my disclaimer. These are the beliefs and the quotes of the person on the program does not reflect on the architect's table.
Come on, they don't. I'm on the program.
See, this is why I have to have her sign an NDA, man, because she be doing too much, dog. Like, you can't let them rope you in like that, dog.
It's just, it was my sister. I'm back. It always be one person bring you out.
You can't let her rope you in like that. You always let her get you.
That's how families do you, girl. They rope you in. They rope you in. Nah. No, but seriously, to piggyback on what we were saying, I really do personally feel like if it doesn't matter if you're in a marriage or not, if you're poor at relationships, I feel like that's something you should investigate. I feel like that's something you should explore within yourself. Like Toy said, it really does start with you. If you're bad with relationships, why? What about you makes it a bad thing? And most of the time, in my experience, it's just communication. Because like people nowadays, people don't know how to tell you what they want. They don't know how to tell you what they desire, because we live in such a world that judges everything about everybody. It's like people are afraid to say the things that they enjoy. They're afraid to talk about the things that they like because of the ridicule from people, and so you become this introvert. But you're an extreme one. Like, you don't fool with nobody, you don't talk to nobody, because you don't want nobody to really get to know you and who you are, because you don't know if they're gonna like you. Now, some people don't care if they like them or not. It is what it is. This how I am. And then you have some people that really do care. And when you're the person that really does care, it affects the way that you handle relationships.
Yeah.
I personally, with Toya, I developed over time my trust in her, my confidence in her, and to the point to where I'm very free with my friend. We can be very free with each other, and it won't be any judgment. I mean, we
Yeah.
might judge each other a little bit, but that's me and her judging each other a little bit. Me and her working out what we're working out in private.
Right.
I wouldn't let anybody attack Toya, and Toya wouldn't let anybody attack me. So, but that came from us spending time with each other and communicating with each other and kind of understanding how each other are and how we will operate and view things.
Right.
Which brings me to my next one, Toy.
Come
How
on,
about you?
points. Who is the life coach though?
Huh?
Who
I'm
is the life coach?
I'm gonna sit back then. I'm on program.
No, ma'am. Go ahead. Because
No,
you
but here's
already
the
know
next.
you already know I don't have notes. I don't use notes.
Well, I don't have no notes. Ain't nothing in front of me. I'm just
I
telling you my
mean,
points.
it's in your head, child.
Right there,
Go
honey.
ahead. What's the next
The
point?
next one is, why don't you have fun in your relationships no more? Who wants to have a dull, don't do nothing, boring, can't talk about nothing friend? Like, don't nobody want your lame stuff. Listen, don't be lame,
Oh, right.
okay? When you're in a relationship with anybody, you should have fun. Life is not promised to us very long, so
Yeah.
the life that we do have a good time with your life. Have a good time with your friends. Like, if you don't have no friends that make you laugh to the point to where you lose part of your lung, you're still sitting in the chair when you get up because you done laughed your lungs out. Come on now. That's the kind of friendship you want. You
Yeah.
want somebody who can turn a bad situation into a great situation
Yeah.
simply through laughter.
Yeah.
Simply through
Yeah.
laughter. We have fun all the time, y'all. If y'all don't know it, we act
Yeah.
stupid all the time.
Like
Like,
we have so much fun and we vibe so well that people really have questioned our relationship over the years. They have really questioned it. They have questioned why we so tight. Like it's so weird to people how tight we are and how we have no boundaries with each other. Like we have no boundaries. Like it's like whatever. Like no, we it's no boundaries. So people really be trying to figure out who nobody's that tight. Yes, we are that tight. Like
you are.
we are child, listen. I can't think of much of what I went had going on in my life that she has not been a part of. If she has not like been physically there, it's because she was away. See, she was always the one gone. I don't ever leave, but I'm gonna start. Hallelujah. But she always gone because she went off to college and left me. And I thought our relationship was gonna end in. She moved away and left me. I thought our relationship I didn't think it was gonna end. I just thought it wasn't gonna be as tight as it is. But none of that happened. And what I have learned, even if when we wanted it to happen, now let's get it clear, babe, we would have fights, we would go off on each other. We have literally cussed each other out, all kind of stuff, and said we didn't want to be friends no more, and went and talked to each other and all that kind of stuff. And it's the weirdest thing because when we would get in those modes, the people around us would have a problem.
Did
They
they
did not understand. They did not understand. It was like, so y'all not friends, something not right. Y'all not talking.
come on?
Okay, that's not cool. We finna fix that. And what I have learned that when a relationship is ordained, you can do whatever you want to do to try to get rid of it. It ain't going nowhere. Like I be trying, like I was trying, like in our 20s, which we call the dumb 20s,
Yes, yes, yes.
because I don't care what you say. 20 year olds, 20 something year olds don't really know anything. Okay. I'm just letting you know.
You know,
We
yeah.
made some dumb decisions and we
Mhm.
do some dumb stuff in our 20s.
Yeah.
And so in our 20s, I think we had our most explosive fights because it was kind of like, especially with me had been married and I had children. So I was like, I don't have time for what nobody else got going on because I got a whole family around here I got to be worried about. And then she had left and went off to school and did her thing or whatever. And she was out here in these streets. I'm not going to tell her tea because I'm not the one. But
NDA. That's all I got to say. NDA.
so anywho, so we it was many factors, and then other people coming around, like we had other friends outside of each other and all this kind of stuff that could have caused the rift, but nothing ever stopped us from being friends. This girl lived all the way in Atlanta. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. And we have not missed a beat. It's as if she still is here. And the other thing that I learned about that is she had to leave because we were so dependent on each other. Yeah. We were so dependent on each other. Like, we didn't care about, oh, I don't have to be friends with you, and I don't have to hang out with you, and I don't have to deal with you because I got my friend. Like, it don't matter. Like, I don't think that me and the other Tiffany's would be as tight as we are if she would have stayed, because she would have always been my backup. Like, it would have always been like, I don't need anybody else. She's here. And not to say that they are scraps or anything, but you have to understand, when you put all of your weight on one person, like, you depend on that person, other people don't really matter. They're not a factor. It's like, I don't need anybody else in life. Like they say, all I need in life is sin is me and my girlfriend. Who that is? Tupac. Y'all know I know a little song. When you get with somebody, even in your marriages and you're dating, when you're with somebody, that's why you see a lot of times that people stop hanging out with you because they're dating or they're married now. They stop hanging out with you because they feel like, oh, I don't really need that relationship like that as much anymore because I have my spouse or the person I'm dating. But for me to be able to be vulnerable and open and real with Devin and connect to Devin like I needed to, she had to go, because I'm telling you, if he would have made me mad, I would have been at her house. If he would have said something wrong, I would have been calling him. And I would have been like, I don't need you. I go to my friend's house. You know what I'm saying? It made me work on stuff with him, because it's kind of like, okay, I don't really have that to really lean on right now, because yes, I go to my family and stuff, but we know how family is. Once they get mad about something, it ain't no bringing it back. So you have to be real careful about what you tell them. So her moving really grew us up. It grew us up, and it grew me up, because then I be traveling things. I get on planes, I get on the road. I wasn't doing that.
Yes, friend. Y'all, my friend got on a plane. Listen, y'all don't understand. If y'all knew him when she was younger, my friend got on the plane. My friend done been places I ain't been yet. You understand what I'm saying? That baby grew up. You hear me? That baby grew up.
I did.
You did. You grew up, friend. You grew up now. And I love that, because if you ever follow Toya's story, you'll understand that it was so many things that she was so afraid of and so restricted of. And her mindset was just closed. It was really Jacksonville. I ain't gonna lie. If you from Jacksonville, you understand what I'm saying when I say the mindset was Jacksonville. People live in Jacksonville their whole life. They don't never leave. They don't go nowhere. They don't do nothing. The whole world is out here, and all they know is the area code 904. I was so glad when my friend decided she was finna get up and start traveling and start doing stuff, because it cultivated the person that we see now.
Oh, I am, Tiff, and we going on a trip too. I ain't playing. You need to plan it.
I'm ready. What's up?
I'm not talking to you, but you too. But
okay.
Tiff told me to keep traveling, and I told her we going somewhere. But we do too. We ain't been on a trip together.
Which Tiff?
Brian. We all can go on a trip.
We can make it happen.
I haven't been on a trip with either of y'all, so that's cool.
We can make it happen.
My mind was closed, like, because, and what people have to understand, when you don't know anything and all you've been around is one place, and when you're what's the word I'm looking for? When your environment doesn't go wider than your exposure, when it doesn't go wider than where you are, then you know that's all you can know. Like, no one in my family really like traveled like that. You know what I'm saying? No one in my family really went off and did anything. So it was kind of like, all there is Jacksonville, and all of my family is here. So I'm like, I can't go nowhere without my family. That's not gonna work. But let me tell you something. Right now, baby, as soon as the Lord say that I can move somewhere, preferably Texas, I'm gone.
I'm with you, friend.
I'm
I'm with you on
gone
that one, honey.
because it's not happening here. It's not happening here, and that's another thing that I would say about our friendship. And the friends that are very close to me, when I have endeavors and I have dreams and stuff, they support me like for real, and that is something that is very key in a friendship as well. When I can reach out, like Tiffany Bryant here. Exposure is Tiffany Bryant said, exposure is everything. It will change your mindset on a lot of things. We only get one life. You are absolutely right, Tiff. Like
So,
for real, it
Tiff,
will. TJ, I don't. TJ keep coming for you. I guess I don't know. What she just talking about, girl. But anywho, um, they are. Oh, and I can't stand it. They are different from me, friend. You should be able to go to my page and see the comments on your phone, because that's what I'm doing.
okay.
So, they are different from me. They are very quiet, reserved, introvert type people, right? They will work in the background. Like Tiff got on this live with me because she go along with anything I say. Now them other Tiffany's y'all might not ever see on a video with me. They work very well in the background. And she on here, so I'm talking about her in her face. She'll tell you she gonna do all the background work and she not coming out to do nothing else. And it really just irritates me, but they support me in what I do. And that is very key. If you cannot treat your friend's dream as if it's your own, then you don't need to be friends with them. Because you seeing your friend level up should do something to you in such a major way. Like I tell people all the time, anything that my friends do, like my friend Tiffany Bryant bought a house. That's my house too. Even though all her family is there, she got kids and a husband. But
Yeah.
I got a room.
Kids
But
and
I got a room.
bringing your
But
grown
I got a room. And I asked her before when she moved, and I said, "Where my room at?" I got a room. When
That's
Tiff got her business to be a
and
massage therapist,
Tiff and
huh?
Tiff Toya come shout in all your rooms in your house too, honey. She
I
makes
am gonna shout.
sure.
And when I come over, Tiffany includes me in dinner plans. Even when I'm not over, she'll call me. She'll be like, "Well, friend, I cooked so and so because I'm part of the family, okay? I'm part of the family."
Part of the family. Yes, you is part of the family. When you can get you a plate, you are part of the family, honey. Because we don't give everybody no plate, honey. But when you get the plate,
I'm part of the family. So
Tiff, text me next time you cooking. FedEx it. FedEx.
so when Tiff Lean got her massage business, I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I got a friend that's a massage therapist, and then Tiffany Bryant is a nurse. And she listen, let me tell y'all something. I got a whole team. Earlier I was like, I don't really have a team like that, but I got a team. I got a massage therapist, a nurse, a doctor. I got a makeup artist, a stylist. Like I got all these people in my reach because of connection and relationship.
Yes.
Yes, get your own cup and fix your own food.
And your
Yes,
own
ma'am.
plate. You heard what she said. Fix your own plate and get your own cup. You hear me? Hey,
That
but I
is fine.
so Toy, part of being able to be in everybody's relationship like you are, like you have all these different relationships with so many different people. I think one of the things that makes it a lasting relationship is Toy, you're a real honest person. I mean, to a T. Like Toya check you on stuff that you be like, I ain't even call you for that. Like I ain't really I don't want to hear that. You ever just been talking to somebody and they say something to you, and the minute they say something to you, you automatically want to throw the phone, but out of respect for the friendship, you listen. Let me tell you something. Toya is honest to a T. I actually love that about her though, because in this life, you don't really have a lot of people that are honest with you. They tell you the truth. And then Toya tells me the truth in the way that I always receive it in love, good, bad, or indifferent. I know it's coming from a genuine place. I know it's coming from a place of here is someone who cares about my well-being and wants me to be the best version of me. there's nothing that you're saying that has malice dripped all over it. So I don't have to come to you already looking at you sideways like, oh, that's how you feel. You gonna say that? I mean, I might say that, but I mean, I don't mean it. You know, she knows that I'm like,
I don't
okay.
understand.
It's like it's like eating a real tough steak sometimes. Like it's very difficult to chew, even harder to swallow. But most of the time, it's really good for you. And you gotta have people in your life that can be honest with you like that. Tori has been one of those people that's been honest with me. That's one of the reasons why we're still friends, because we don't sugarcoat it. I mean,
We
we
don't
just tell
sugarcoat,
it like it is.
and that's something that I had to become okay with,
Mhm.
because I had to understand that everybody can't handle me. Everybody, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And so I couldn't walk on eggshells, because me walking on eggshells makes both of us uncomfortable, because I'm sitting there and I'm watching you do something, you telling me about something, and I'm keeping my opinions to myself and what I see to myself. And it's making me feel like I cannot tell you the truth and I cannot have real conversations with you. So I had to be okay with, if they don't want to be my friend anymore, then it is what it is. Because as long as I told the truth and I was real with them, that's something that they're not going to ever. Nobody can't ever. Nobody can't ever go around in these streets and say Toya is a liar and Toya don't keep it real. I am straight up real. I'm probably too real for my own good, because I will totally stop even dealing with you if you don't have the quality of realness I think you should have, because I don't have time for that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we too old for that. Listen, it's something about these 30s. Okay, let me help y'all 20 something year olds and you
It's some
teenagers.
some battle.
Let me help y'all. It's something about these 30s, honey. We don't care. I don't care about what you think. I don't care how you feel about it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And the thing that makes it worse for me is because I hang around a lot of seniors and things, because I'm a whole deaconess in these streets and stuff. So I talk to seniors and stuff a lot. And I've always been raised around my grandparents and stuff. So I got an old soul. And y'all know old people really don't care what they say and what they feel and how they think. They don't care. So it's like, it's bad. But I am very clear about who I am. Tish, you relax. I, I am very clear about who I am. And if I diminish me to appease you, and I had to come to that reality with one of my friendships lately, I had to come to that reality that a few of my friendships, let me say, because one thing I tell you about Tiff and some of my other friends too, they have seen me be done wrong by people. They have seen me go to bat for people. And because I'm this person that if you my friend, you my friend. If I'm down for you, I'm down for you. I would do almost anything for you. And to not get that reciprocated, it really was tough in moments. So I would have to make these tough decisions that it's not you, it's me. And people will say that just to kind of like throw off, but no, really, it's not you, it's me. Because the only way that you're able to treat me a certain kind of way is because I allowed you to do it.
Yeah. And
Because I
that's
didn't speak up for myself.
we had to learn that though the hard way. Y'all just don't
Ooh,
understand. That's a hard pill to swallow when when you have a heart towards people, because when you have a heart towards people, you really do want the best for them. You want everything to be just okay. Like Tori always say, I want to be in my field of roses in my relationship. Like I want everything to be great. And a lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people are only your friend to see whatever they can get out of you or what's convenient in the moment. That's why you won't have a lot of lifetime people in your life. We have a whole lot of seasonal people, but not a whole lot of lifetime people. Not everybody will stand there tall with you through whatever. I'm the same way like Toy. If we have a difficult time trying to make our relationship work, then it's really not a relationship, because like I said earlier, there has to be a willingness to want to be in the friendship. If you don't have a willingness truly to want to be in the friendship, you're an associate.
yeah.
You're just somebody I talk to every now and then when we're in the same crowd with each other, or in passing, we'll just say hello, or send you a text every blue moon. But real friendship can stand all of that. So if even if you start out being that type of person and you really value that person and you want to be in that person's life, then you'll make the necessary steps. That comes from studying them and spending time with them and understanding who they are. Then you know how you fit in their life.
Yeah.
Because we get a lot of friend,
I
they
just learned how to change a little view on my thing. Look at that. Y'all listen. I'm sorry. Y'all been looking at one person at a time. That's sad.
what happened, friend?
I was like, why can I only see one of us on the screen at a time? I know I done seen people do it more than I had to change the thing so now they can see both of us at the same time, girl. That's so stupid.
That's hilarious.
Anywho,
I want
y'all
you to see the technical difficulties we've been dealing with since 4 this afternoon.
fits for something.
It's been
Like people don't understand. This is why I don't do stuff last minute. Matter of fact, Tiff didn't join me till 4 something. I was trying to deal with it since 3 something. So for 3 hours, okay, been trying to figure this thing out.
That's all right, friend. We're gonna get it together. It's getting together. It's gonna be better next time because we don't got all the difficulties out.
Yeah, it's fine now. You know, she was my test dummy, so we ain't gonna have this issue no more. And from now on, when I do a live through Zoom with somebody, I have it together. Cause whoa, Jesus.
Yeah, it's been real funny. But you know what? That's another thing too. Me and her could have bailed on each other and been like, man, let's try this junk another day, man. It's just gonna do this another time. But we're committed to each other and really, believe it or not, I believe in Toy. So I believe in her vision and the things that she desires to do. So if there's anything that I can do to help, I will. So I've been on this phone, y'all. We've been on this Zoom for a long time, hanging out with each other, honey. That's friendship right there, honey. Because if I ain't kept nothing about it, honey, how I've been telling you.
That's so true. Because some people it'll be like, oh, I know you done been here for a long time. I don't want to waste your time. Like I don't want. It was like, child, listen. I had done got agitated with her. I had done rolled my eyes. I had done told her to hush, all kind of stuff, because she was trying to help me. But but see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. She didn't get offended. She didn't get defensive. She was like, okay, friend, just relax. Because she knows how I am. I'm a very structured person. Like if I have something organized a certain way, if you say from 5 to 5:30, we're gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be looking at my time. Okay. And if it don't start at 5, you already done had a problem. And if it don't end at 5:30, I got another issue. I'm probably gonna walk out. Because I'm a very strong, like I can't, like it works my nerves. So we had to literally pray before we got this thing loaded up because I'm already agitated because I like to start on time. I like to have my stuff together. I don't like to look like I don't know what I'm doing, even though I don't be knowing what I'm doing, but through the whole time, she was there with me and she's like, friend, we're going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. She didn't say, well, friend, whenever you figure it out, let me know. Well, friend, I will call me another day. Well, friend, I don't have no more time for you, friend. I'm good. Friend, I'm over it. I'm irritated to it. She didn't do that. And that's what you need, especially when you have dreams and you have a purpose and you have a destiny. You need people that are there for the ride for real. See, people talk about ride or die, but people don't understand when you ride or die, that road can get really, really crazy. Like there are twists and turns, there are ups and downs, there are pitfalls and holes and all kind of stuff that you have to encounter, roadblocks, all of that you have to encounter with somebody when you're in a relationship. So you have to be very mindful of when you talk about you committed to somebody, because you can be committed to somebody, but you say your commitment only is it's based on how far this goes and it's smooth. As soon as we hit a bumpy road, I'm out. As soon as it don't look good to me, I'm out. As soon as it rains, I'm done. As soon as it don't look right, I'm gone. Yep. You can't be like that. You got to be able to go through the fire with people for real, like literally. And you have to watch for somebody to be friends with somebody for 30 years. We have literally watched each other grow. So we've had to watch each other go through some stuff, and we literally have looked at each other like, you so stupid. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's dumb. Like, we have literally said that to each other, like, that's real stupid. Like, why would you? But hey, girl, okay, girl.
I
Like,
think you probably said that to me more than I said that to you, though, friend. I think you
yeah,
probably.
because friend, you know, I'm real quick to say that's stupid. Like, that don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense.
And what makes
Make
it so
it make
crazy,
sense.
right? Toy, you be sitting up here talking about that's so dumb. Like that don't make no sense. And I'd be like, what you mean, friend? I'm gonna try this. This gonna work. This why you gonna eat them words? It's gonna work. It's probably dumb. It's probably stupid.
And then I don't really be ever having to eat my words. See, this is what she has taught me too, that people not gonna always listen to you, and sometimes you got to just let them do stuff and let them deal with it on their own. And she is, because she is stubborn. Let me help you. And I'm gonna keep saying it because people think it's me, and it's not me. These Tiffany's, they are all stubborn, okay? And apparently, I have an anointing to deal with Tiffany. So yet again, if you're a Tiffany and you don't like me, you need to take that up with the Lord, because there's something wrong with you. I have a special anointing. I can't think of no Tiffany that I have a problem with. Like, I have a special anointing, and they're all stubborn. Like, for real. You be telling them something, you be like, so you just gonna do it anyway? Okay. And then when she called me, that spirit of I told you so had to be very minute, because I be really like, see, didn't I tell you? Now to this point, I really don't be kidding. I be like, see, I told your behind not to do it.
The true statement, true statement. Y'all should be real rude with it too, rolling her neck and then I told you you should have did that XYZ. And I just be sitting here like, well, friend, you know, I had to try, huh? We ain't got.
She's a daredevil. Like, she has to try everything. Like, I be like, so you definitely gonna jump off this cliff and you don't have a parachute and you don't know what's at the bottom, so you definitely just gonna do it anyway. And I'm the safe friend. Like, I'm real safe. Like, I really be. I'm like, so let's really think about this thing, okay? So if you jump off the cliff, there's a possibility that XYZ is going to happen. So I'm gonna let you jump. I'm not jumping with you.
This is the kind of raggedy friend I got for 30 years. No, just like, no, but for real, check this out though, real talk. I used to be just like Toy. I wouldn't try stuff. And I guess when I moved away, I just wanted to try stuff. I wanted to explore the world, because it was a lot that we didn't get to see in Jacksonville. It was a lot of things we didn't get to do in Jacksonville. So I went to just try some stuff. Now I'm just, you know, I'd be like, I tried at least one time.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. So I'm a little bit more of a risk taker, but I'm a controlled risk taker. Like, I ain't just out there. I'm controlled with my wrist now. Let me tell y'all, you know, she was trying to come for me the other day because we were talking about places we would like to visit.
Because what TJ at? You would not put that on me. No, ma'am. I just was telling friend. Go ahead, friend.
So they was coming for me because I want to go to some places that's probably not, you know, a popular place to go. So like, I was putting out ridiculous stuff like Utah.
And I want people to say, comment when she tell y'all where she wanted to go. Control risk taker isn't a thing, Ashley. That is not a thing. Why does she think that's a thing?
Actually, I invented it, which means I take risks, but it's control. What that means is if I see that the risk gonna go too.
That's right, TJ. So go ahead and tell the people where you want to go, friend. And I'm not gonna say nothing, and I want the people to say what they feel. You go, friend. Tell them where you want to go.
Take a risk. Let me tell you something. Anybody that does business, if you do any type of business, you taking risks.
Now she got to try.
It don't look too good, but I tried anyway. The reason why it's controlled, because you ain't seen me go too far. Ashley, you ain't seen me go too far. You ain't seen me out here all crazy and doing crazy stuff, but I be taking my risks. It's like he go the edge. I'm gonna go real close to where I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that.
Tell the people. I want you to tell the people where you want to go.
I want to visit Utah. I want to know what it's about. What was the other one I said? I said Kentucky.
TJ.
I said what? Kentucky?
Yes. Kentucky and Utah.
Listen, and they so doggone they some dream killers. They was like, ain't no black people in no damn Utah. Who in Utah? They was
correct, Tish. What is a Utah?
Tish, don't be coming over here agreeing with her. I want to visit them places. Cause think about it. Everybody go to the typical places, right? All the typical places we know, like what? Las Vegas, all this stuff. Tish, don't get me wrong. Toya been to Nebraska. I ain't never been.
And I only went to Nebraska because my brother-in-law lives there, and I think he's the only black person that lives there.
Don't come for him. I'm talking about he's the only black person. Don't come for him and his family. Debbie gonna get you when you get off this call, honey.
No, he not, because he's gonna say the same thing. And Debbie want to move me to Nebraska.
Y'all was supposed to be the second black people. Y'all was supposed to be the second black family in Nebraska.
We not going, friend. Nebraska
too cold. It's too cold. She not going.
And it's cold all year long. Like it's cold there right now. Who finna do that? No, ma'am.
But listen, y'all. Then Toya come back and tell me, friend, maybe people don't go them places for a reason, friend. Like maybe it's not.
That's what I'm talking about with the risk taker thing. That's what I'm talking about. If we don't travel, you don't hear people traveling to these places. That might be why they don't travel to these places, because it might be something there are not there that they don't need to be traveling to these places. But see, she don't think like that. She just want to go. I mean, like,
but if we stay in Jacksonville, I ain't gonna know if it's safe or not.
Friend, it's other places. It's like how many other states and countries we can go to, friend? Why Kentucky and you?
Well, I was gonna name some more, but y'all cut me off at Kentucky.
I'm sorry, friend. I apologize.
But either way,
but I will say this though, friend, because friend, right, TJ, that's so right side. Friend, because friend wants to go to Vegas, right? That's a dream place to go.
I got to go.
I am, because I am a child of the Lord, and I'm real reserved. I have always told her no. Like literally our whole life. I was like, friend, I ain't going there with you. You go with somebody else. I'm not going, friend.
Listen, y'all, I literally delayed going to Vegas so many times because Toya would not do this adventure with me. And I just decided I'm gonna have to go with somebody else because my friend said she too saved to go to Vegas.
Because y'all know what I'm gonna do. Right? First of all, I have decided to lay my feelings to the side for the sake of my friend, because that's her dream trip. But let's not act like we don't know what I'm gonna be doing when I'm getting there. I'm gonna be throwing oil and praying for people. Like, y'all know who I am. Like, I'm gonna be trying to get people.
Facebook, I would like to let everybody know that Toya will not be going with me to Vegas. She up here talking about she finna throw some holding.
You know that, friend. You know that. You know I would pray in the middle of the strip.
Listen, not only would Toya throw oil on everybody, we'll be in the middle of like a lounge or like a Cirque du Soleil show, and Toya gonna be loud. She gonna be in here speaking in tongues. And I ain't mad at it if the spirit hit you, it hit you. But sometimes the spirit don't hit at every scene in the show. See, y'all got to know when to tell Toya, come from behind the veil. Come from behind come into the out. Come out now. Come out now. See, you have to tell Toya that, because see, but listen, here's the crazy part. Some people say, how can you
already know, Tish? You already know. You already know. Hush, TJ.
Listen, Tish, no, she don't. No, TJ, she don't need to stay in Jacksonville. She needs to go. We need that.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do right. But in my spirit, you already know. Later, I'm gonna be praying. I'm like, Lord.
Listen, Tish, she will find a revelation in everything.
Everything.
If you ever looking for a revelation on anything, just call Toya, honey. I guarantee you, she already got 3 points in the sermon ready to go as soon as the movie or the show ends. She ready, honey. But you know what? I used to get people telling me, Toya's so saved. How you do it there? I just be looking at them like, I don't understand why you think I'm not saved. Could I do stuff? Let me tell you something.
Because, friend.
Listen, friend, let me help you real quick, because you got to help the masses, okay? Please pick name a perfect person, and I'll take whatever I'm gonna say back.
But what they don't understand is, you know the word more than I do. Like, I don't be She knows.
The
Listen,
Bible says hide that word in your heart. That means
come
if you
on,
ever come to have a conversation with me, I got you. But see,
cause
we live
her
in such a
dad,
world
cause
where
her
they make
dad
all
was the, her
the
dad was the
shut up.
Elder Anthony Davis. Huh? Come on.
See, you was doing real good, and then you just always got to mess up the darn
But
stuff.
you know when it come to your friend, you already know. You already know when it come to your friend, because he was the elder. Okay?
Listen,
Don't get it
when
twisted.
when
We
I
were
was
not,
raised in
we
a
were
good
not in
Christian home,
question when he left the earth. We did not question where he went because he
not at
was
all.
the.
Not at all. Not there was never a question. Okay. And guess what? My dad did a lot
Question.
of stuff. My dad did a lot of stuff, and that never at all affected his people viewing his walk. You
Did
know,
not.
but see, we live in such a judgmental world. If you do anything outside of the church, then they automatically assume that you done backslid, you done
Well,
did
child,
this.
they can't do that no more because, child, people just don't be caring no more. People, and that's why, when I had posted a thing about Michael Todd and his wife, I was
Yeah.
real like, y'all trips me out because y'all y'all do all kind of stuff that I just don't deem acceptable myself. And I just be looking like, how you looking at somebody else crazy when you around here and your children thotting around and your wife not doing right and your husband out here in people's streets and y'all doing all kind of stuff, drugs and all kind of stuff. But y'all talking about a couple dancing together. Like, it's so crazy to me that people don't look at their own poop and think it's stink. And now I am Jesus. I have come to the resolution that I am Jesus' sister. But at the end of the day, I do display the grace that Jesus gives people to. I don't, because I couldn't be friends with a lot of people if I did that. Like if I was in this, place of, oh, I'm better and oh, I don't, you know what I'm saying? No, it's a lot of people that trust me because of the fact that I understand that everybody slips, everybody falls. Yeah, I'm not perfect either. Like, try some stuff out here that I probably be doing. And at the end of the day, we are all human, and we have to
Yeah,
understand
friend,
it.
because
So
if they would have seen you and Devin dance, it would have been different from Pastor Todd and his wife dance, honey. They'd have really been talking about, I know that ain't coach over there, that ain't the life coach, Deaconess, that ain't they would have been having all these concerns, honey. They got stuff they got to say. My bad. You got to come back, y'all, because she go too far. Come on back to her. Come on. No, seriously. I just look at stuff like y'all don't know how to have fun no more. Y'all have
Yeah.
restricted everything to it has to be this way, this way, this way. And if the world was meant to be so structured to where you couldn't live it, then we would be in a different place. Everybody would be like this all the time, very robotic. We're not like that.
Yeah.
Everybody make mistakes. And if you're the type of person on this call right now that feels like nobody can make mistakes or that Christians can't make certain mistakes or do certain things, I'm really asking God to come into your life for real and touch your heart in a different way, because the way that we view people, God searches our hearts, and
Yeah.
God know we mess up. He really do know we mess up. That's what
Yeah.
Jesus, that's why Jesus came. That's why he died, because he know we can't make
See,
every
she preaching, y'all. Y'all be talking about me. She preaching.
That's a true statement, honey. I tell that to everybody. I really pray for your heart, because if your heart was really genuine and really pure, your relationships would be a lot better. Your life would be a lot better. Your finances would be a lot better. You would be a healthier person because of your heart. But if
Yeah.
your heart is tainted, if you still harvesting unforgiveness and distrust and all this towards people heavily, you're never going to turn into the person that you were meant to be.
Yeah.
That's where true friendship come into play at, because you need to have somebody that you can bounce ideas off of and say stupid stuff. See, I can go say something stupid to Toya. It'll be just between me and Toya. Don't nobody know I was that stupid but Toya, So it's like you gotta have people in your life that you can be that free with, and people, like she said, who offers that level of grace for you so that you have the opportunity to grow, to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to try everything in life, but I want to try a lot of stuff in life. I want to explore this beautiful world that we have, this country. When I go out the country, y'all really gonna see me. I'm gonna have a whole lot to say then. I'm gonna take Toy out the country with me. I don't know how that's gonna work, but y'all pray for
Friend,
us.
I'm gonna go. Listen, I have opened my mind a whole lot, and I have, because
I let
I'll book a
people know.
flight real quick.
I know, friend, but you know what, y'all, Toya real cool doing down to earth and fun though, y'all. She ain't no lame or nothing. I mean, we at real Toya real ignorant. I know she the life coach and we got to be professional right now, halfway, but that's a fool right there for real. Toya say some stuff. I'll be like, did you just say that? That came out your mouth? Wow. Yeah, you see that look you making? That's the NDA that I can't talk about. But what I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you, huh?
it's real. I do say dumb stuff, and I can say dumb stuff to you, and you know, and the thing too that I know that I have needed and really has helped me, and this is why y'all don't get to see the crazy side of me,
Yes.
because I filter all of my stuff through either her, Devin, or the other Tiffany. I and Tish is one of them too, and a couple other friends. I have to filter my stuff through them. And once I've kind of talked about it and vented about it a couple of times, I'm good. Like me and you are probably good. Like they've literally saved a lot of people
Yes.
from getting dragged
Yes.
and punched
Yes.
and cussed out,
Yes.
because I have literally talked to them with tears in my eyes, been upset, and you need those kind of people. Like I trust that none of them have shared anything with anybody else about any of my vulnerabilities. Like I trust that. Like I trust that when I've come to them and vented about something, that I have not had to worry about it coming back or worry about it being shared. I haven't had to worry about that kind of stuff. And that's why they're probably going to be the only ones that hear certain things about me, because you can't trust everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. So I am thankful for that, because it really keeps me out of jail. And it keeps me from having to keep going to the Lord and Father in prayer to
Mm,
forgive me.
mm.
Because I have literally called them going off, cussing, mad, crying, all kind of stuff. And they have literally calmed me down to by the time you see me, you'll think there was never a problem.
Yeah. And you really, to be honest with you, those are some of the ingredients to a real
As
friendship.
raw friendships are the best, Tiffany.
They are. And I really agree with you because I don't think that I would want to have my life without my friend. Like my friend has been such a sounding board for me, such a steadfast, strong vessel for me. I don't know how I would have made it through a lot of seasons in my life had it not been for our friendship. Especially, things like dealing with death, going through divorces, moving, start having the courage to step out and try some things that I never would have thought that I would have had the courage to try, opening businesses, things that I've tried
And
and
to
failed.
piggyback you on that, Tiff, you don't have to already be experienced in that, because some of that stuff I hadn't even experienced, and I was able to help you through it. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff that you, like when I went through my divorce, you had never experienced a marriage. So to help
Right.
me through my divorce was something. And when you went through, moving away from everything you knew, and your dad dying, your grandparents, I hadn't dealt with that stuff. So you never know what place you're gonna be in, because yeah, today is you, but now it's me. Because I done had people dying around me now, and she's had to comfort me and help me through, because she's already been through that. And then when she went through her divorce, I was there for her. And we think we have to have all the answers, and you don't have to have all the answers.
No, at all. You really don't have to have any answer. Most of the time, your presence is enough. Just calling and checking
Absolutely.
is enough.
Absolutely.
Praying for your friends is enough. People try to go above and beyond. And, I'm one of them friends. I like to do little surprise stuff. I just do some crap and I get a kick out of Toya responses. So I do all kinds of stuff
It's
to just
so
blow her
aggravating.
mind. And she be like,
It's so
and
aggravating.
I wait till I'm one of them friends. I love to hear Toya laugh, and I love to get her. So I'll wait until like I know she in public. I know she in public. I know she's somewhere where she can't be loud. She can't holler and scream like she wants to. And I just pick the phone up and call and say something stupid and stuff. And she'd be like, now, you know, I'm out here in public with all these people. I can't be like, you finna have me in here cutting up. Like, we love to do stuff like that because I love the reaction out of my friend. Why? I studied my friend. I know my friend, you know, and if you have some people in your life that you cherish for real, study them, learn some stuff about them, and
Yeah.
try to be there for them. That's one of the things. One of our friends that passed away, Tiffany Ortiz. I miss my friend. I love her. Y'all keep the Brian and Ortiz family in prayer. But one thing that Tiff did all the time, y'all, Tiff was an amazing friend. I don't know if y'all know it, but Tiff was an amazing friend. Tiff was the friend that show up. You know how we always talk about somebody pull up game strong? No, her pull up game was strong. That baby pulled up to everything. Even when she was in her last stages and not doing well, she still showed up. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you have a real friend, somebody who puts their own selfish needs to the side to support you simply because they believe in you. Not for no other reason, but simply because I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing, so I'm gonna show up. You know how many people you have in your life that say they believe in you, say they down for you, but they never show up? They never donate, they never sow. They never sit down and bounce ideas with you to try to get you, you know, brainstorm and do different things. It's so many things that you can do to help a person out, especially when you have an entrepreneur type of friend. And Tiff was one of them people that did that. So, of course, me and Toy, we do that all the time with each other. But I wanted to shout Tiff out because Tiff did that. Like, she was showing up, she was there. You know, she would even be messaging me and hitting me up. And I'm like, hey, lady, you checking on me? I'm supposed to be checking on you. You know, that's just the type of person she was. Those type of friendships are very important the older you get. Because the older you get, you start to realize it's people that's down for you for real. And there's a lot of people that really are not, but they wear these disguises. Bishop Guns preached this sermon a long time ago about a weed and a root and how they look exactly the same growing up. It's not until the weed starts to separate and starts to show that they are a weed instead of a strong root that you understand. That means you could be spending half your life with somebody that you think is down for you, and they never really were. As a matter of fact, they were actually sucking nutrients from you, not allowing you to be as strong as you could have been. So that's why I tell people, if you get you some real good friends around you, people that support you and they hold you down, you're going to always come out of every situation stronger than what you went in. And you're going to be a better person for it because you have the right people in your life pushing you. We don't always
So
have the right people though, friend.
so this is the part where I have to really hold back tears. Not only because she was talking about Tiff, but because one of the things, and she has seen, and a couple of my friends have seen me deal with, is the dynamics of my relationships and my connections. And what I understand again about, because I'm a relationship coach and because I want everybody to have these copacetic and wonderful relationships, I'm going to always be under attack when it comes to that. But when it comes to support, when it comes to being there, like, I have gotten to this point in my life where it doesn't matter to me how many dinners we've been to together, or, you know, how many times I've seen you or whatever, just in passing or something like that. It's about you actually showing up and you supporting and you believing in me. That weighs so much for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the area that she knows that I have really had a lot of struggle with, because anybody that knows me knows I support everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Like, sometimes forsaking myself. And, you know, when you have those people that come around that do that for you without you asking, without you making it a priority, without you, you know, always coming down on them or going off on them about it or whatever, they just, in them is something in them that makes them want to be there for you and to believe in you. And also, even if they didn't start out like that, they want to reciprocate what you gave them.
Right, right.
And that was something that, you know, Tiff would always say. I gotta be there for you. You've always been there for me. And I just want people to get that, like I have pushed through some major stuff to be there for people, because at the end of the day, I want people to feel supported, and I want people to feel like they're important and they're valuable. I believe in giving people their roses while they're here.
Yes.
I don't want to wait until, that's why with her relationship and I was so at peace because I gave her flowers while she was here. Yeah. And we wait until something happens to somebody, then we want to be part. So and God is really working on me, because all I keep thinking about is where I'm going, where God has shown me that I'm going, the platform that I'm going to be on, the connections I'm going to have. I gotta not get to this negative, nasty place where I'm like, I'm not dealing with you because you went for me when I was just the name that rolled down your feed on Facebook. When I was somebody who didn't have the clout and the access that I have now. I have to really work on not being negative when it comes to that, because I'm one of these people, if you didn't do me then, like who there was, I'm quoting rappers and stuff, so I feel like I know something. Who was is Mike was it Mike Jones? He was like, back then they ain't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me.
That's a true That's a true
I'm really working on not being that nasty person where I hold that against you. And at the end of the day, if God tells me to stay connected to you, I stay connected to you, and I allow my connections to flow to you, because a lot of people will block you from being blessed if they feel like that you didn't do something that they wanted you to do or treated them a certain way. So I could have connections to certain people and certain things, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sharing that with so and so because they didn't share with me and they didn't do this for me, and now they want, So I will say, the Tiffany's, y'all listen, they have set the bar for my relationships. If I can go through the stuff that I've been through with all the Tiffany's, and I can't go through that with you and we good. I'm good on you. Okay. Yeah. So that's why the people like the Tishes of the world and the Nicoles of the world have become some of my +1 best friends, because I have been at my lowest, when I have been in my doubtful times, and I just named them too, they are not the only ones. They have been there for me and not judge me and not make me feel like I'm not good enough, and not make me feel like I can't do it. They have always backed me up, and they've always even encouraged me, even when I don't see it in myself. Like, they're like, friend, now better, friend. Like Tish and Nicole, them two always going off on me. Like, they be like, so friend, you mean to tell me that you finna let so and so? And see, Tish, I have to control Tish, because she be ready to fight, and I have to be very mindful of what I say to her.
Yes. Tish, very good. Tish, very good. Be the pit bull while I'm not there. Okay, be the pit while I'm not there. Very good, Tish. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Because you got to have you some goons in your life. I be telling people that you got to have you some goons in your life, because you got to have people to block some stuff off you when you trying to do something great in the world. You can't be around here trying to be great in the world and fighting all your battles by yourself.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You got to have some people to block the negativity off you so you can grow. And then when it's their turn, then you block the negativity off of them so they can grow. See, we're a team. That's what's wrong with the world. We don't know how to be no team no more. Everybody's selfish. They just want to get themselves together, get themselves straight. They don't be concerned about the welfare of other people. But in this friendship, round these parts, we look after each other up here. You hear me? We don't play them tight games,
Tish, see what I'm talking about?
Tish, calm down. Calm down, Tish. Calm down.
No, you gotta know. You don't see the other comment that she just put up there.
You put another one. Tish, don't make me have to put this leash on you. You cutting up.
She's horrible, dog. I'm telling you. As soon as right, exactly. Soon as I tell her something, dog, she be so ready. I be like, friend, we not gonna do that.
Hey, it's like that. Hey, nah, don't go nowhere, Tish. Come on back now. I like pit bulls and stuff. Come on in the house. Come on.
Listen,
It's
that
about it. What type of friendship would you want to have with somebody who doesn't defend you, who doesn't come to your aid? Like, you don't want people like that in your life. You know how much stuff you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. If you don't have somebody to share your life with, then how are you going to survive? You know, it's a word out there for a lot of people. It's called insane. That's what happens when you don't have nobody to throw your foolishness on from time to time. You will become
yeah. Oh
insane.
yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
you'll be absolutely out of your mind because you're trying to hold all that stuff in and deal with your whole life by yourself, and you don't trust nobody. You don't want to have no conversation with nobody. You're not vulnerable enough to let anybody in because that, you never know who you're talking to. That person may be the very thing that you need to go to the next level, the
Yeah.
very thing that you need to change your atmosphere for today. I mean, you
I'm
got to
sick of
be
Tish.
open. That's
I'm
why
sick of you,
that's
Tish.
why I love our friendship because it's always
TJ, relax.
well, we know. Yeah, this one of them
That's why
good.
I'm not gonna even get started on the family members, child, because they already be
Yeah, I don't know. We like the mafia around this piece. Like the
yeah,
our families together, we a mob. Like
yeah.
we show up thick.
And the ones they don't think they gotta worry about are the ones they need to be worried
Listen,
about.
I'm trying to tell you, y'all really don't think y'all have to worry about Toya, but Toya, yeah,
Oh,
you
it ain't me. Don't do that. You a whole lie. It ain't me. See now, see how you see that's what I'm talking about. It's not me. It's not me. I'm the one that be trying to rationalize and be like, well, friend, it might be a friend. They might think like this. A sis, think about it like this. I'm that person. These other folk, because I feel like, well,
what they say, friend? What was that sound? Yes, stop. Listen, you if you can't have fun in your friendship, it's not a friendship. I'm just letting that be known.
yeah, I
Me
have
and
fun with
Toy
all my
have worked
friends.
real hard on trying to do that.
I
And
have fun with all my friends. And me and Chantel was talking about that. My sister Chantel, we were talking about that yesterday. And we were talking about how, we're at this point in life where it doesn't matter how many people are there, it matters the quality of people that are there.
yes,
Because it could be just us. And we gonna have a ball, dog. We gonna have so much fun and we gonna be so stupid. Like
oh,
me and you and TJ literally was on the phone the other day for like 2 hours clowning. You
it
know
was
what I'm
bad.
saying? Like we're gonna have fun, because it's the quality of person, it's not the quantity of people.
Yeah,
And we have to understand that. And I understand now why, Jesus had the 12 disciples, but the ones that were closest to him were only three: Peter, James, and John. So, even Jesus knew understood, hey, you don't need all these people. You need your three core, which crazy I have three Tiffany's. That's stupid. That's why I call them my Peter, James, and John. And I'm studying Peter, James, and John now to figure out which one is which. Cause yeah. So and then I have the people outside of them, and it probably equals up to probably about almost 12 people outside of them that I feel that I trust or whatever, and I connect to as much as I connect to them. You know what I'm saying? Hush, Tish. I'm not gonna preach. But I'm just saying, people don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. When we out here, when we younger in our 20s and our teens, we trying to have all these people in our life, we trying to have all these friends and stuff. And it's like, dog, when you get older, you'll realize you really don't need all those people. Like you don't need all
really
that.
don't. You really and truly don't. When we were younger though, so if you think about it, when we were younger, we wanted to have all these friends. We wanted to have these people around us. We was in the mix. Every time something went on the scene, we was on the scene. And then that it went away. It faded away. I mean, it really did, to where we were very comfortable with core people.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of that just came from wisdom and age because
Yeah.
you know,
And going through stuff with people, because it's kind of
yeah,
like now it's like, dog, I don't have time. I don't have the strength. I don't have the like we tell each other all the time, like really, I be like, I don't have the brain power for that right now anymore. I'm good. And then she'll be like, yeah, I want to keep the oxygen in my lungs, so I'm not gonna be talking too much to people like that.
because I got asthma, y'all, and what I'm not finna do is waste my oxygen on people I don't need to waste it on. I need that stuff to live. I'm not finna do that. And you know, you don't get like that until you get older. Once you've been
Yeah.
through some stuff and you've had the opportunity to overcome some stuff, then you start understanding who you are and your value. And I think that's a big thing. When you understand who you are and what you're worth, you won't allow things to be in your space like that. You won't allow things to get to you. Well, let's say like you human, stuff still may bother you, but it won't saturate your day. You know, it'll
Yeah.
just be like, it bother
Yeah,
me.
because I'm really like I really be unbothered. She'll be like, so friend, that's really how you feel? You just like, no, I really don't care. Like I don't even understand why we
No,
talking
I'm
about
still
it.
trying to get there because I still care about a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get what Toya is and not care. And because, but see, because I care, I go talk to Toya so I won't have people taking advantage of my good heart because that's what people
Because
do.
I'm coming to Atlanta.
There we go, Facebook. What we just saying, it be the ones you least expect. And your coach
No
on here
people
talking
say
about, I'm
no
coming,
people
I'm doing this.
no people automatically think I turned up. But again, I'm not the one. I'm not the one that turns up. It be all the rest of y'all.
All the rest of us, we got Atlanta on lock. So if you come up here, we probably already done handled the situation for you guys.
Hush, TJ.
Tell them, sister, we ready. Tell them we stay ready. Okay, especially my baby sister. If y'all don't know her, Google her.
NDA. See,
Yeah,
TJ,
oh,
she can tell your teas.
I'm not finna tell my sister teas. Okay.
So, friend, we have been on here like way too long. We have been on here an hour and a half.
We
Do
be
you
closed,
have,
girl. It took we had to spend some time. It took forever to get on.
yeah, do you have any final thoughts for the
Yes,
people?
I do have some final thoughts. I think my friend Toya is amazing. I look forward to 30 more years or more of friendship with her. I'm very proud of the person she's becoming. I'm very proud of all of her adventures. Hey, but oh, we got a Zaria, you wasn't on the program, but we put you on. We'll put you on. Hey, girl. Hey, Hey. I think my friend's amazing. I think that if you have a relationship in your life that you really desire to build, Toya is a great person to talk to. If you've had some things in your life that you're still trying to overcome, Toya is also an amazing person to talk to. And if you're ever in the greater Atlanta metro area and you're looking for an outstanding treatment for your body, please hit us up. Serene Touch Wellness and Massage is serenetouch.net. If you need to go to the website, and you can hit us up anytime. The phone number is 678-481-2617. Give us a call. I did put my plug in there. She ain't asked me to do that. I did it anyway.
I mean, I was gonna do it, so go ahead, honey.
Yeah, because I'm
I
an
was gonna do
entrepreneur and I'm trying to build some
it.
things.
Absolutely.
Don't holler at me until COVID-19 is down, though. Okay. I'll just put that out there. Don't call me tomorrow talking about you're gonna be here Monday. I'm gonna look at you and say, well, welcome to Atlanta. I don't know what else to tell you. I ain't touching.
Yes, commercials say, hey, Miss Tish. Tish is saying hey to you. So yep, hit my friend up. Yes, so I was gonna do that and she did it. But yeah, she is amazing. And I promise you, if it wasn't for her, a lot of you would not experience the person that I am now because she was my test dummy. Like everything I did wrong in our relationship, and the stuff I did right, I did right. Can you not do that? Oh, you gotta go. See, now you add it up. Now you doing stuff. Bye. So that's why you can't have children around when you trying to.
Program, friend. You can't put them on the program.
You can't put them on the program. So yeah, so she has taught me so much. And that's why I believe that I am the great friend I am to other people. So I thank God for our relationship, and I thank God for bringing us to 30 years, like 30 years with the same person. A lot of people don't last that long. So hopefully the things that we shared can help any of you or anybody else to have great relationships and have long lasting relationships and to not give up on your friends. before you give up on your friends, pray about it, okay? Because we can be quick to give up, and on your relationships, all relationships, because we can be quick to give up on stuff because we be over it and we be like, no, I don't have to deal with stuff like that. But you have to deal with something if you want to get to healthiness and wholeness. Come on, word.
That's
All
what they
right.
say.
So
Greatness calls.
so if you guys want to contact me, you can go to my Facebook. I have the Architect Table on Facebook. You can also go to the Instagram. It's the Life Architect _ and my email is the architectstable@yahoo.com. I don't know my number by heart, so I can't tell you that. That's so sad. I shouldn't even say that. My Lord. Anywho, so so yeah, I do relationship coaching, life coaching, mentoring, speaking engagement. I'm a speaker and all that kind of stuff. I do that. Right now, I would be getting ready to put on my teen parent event, but this good old COVID has interrupted that. But that is fine. And it has been a year since I launched the Complete Woman,
Yeah.
and a year since that event for teen parents, and also. I have a podcast now that is geared towards mothers and wives. You can go to my page to get the link for the Complete Woman podcast, and it is on Apple Podcasts. So go and subscribe to my podcast. Google Play podcast coming next. So wait out for that. The girl doing some great stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Black
So,
girl magic.
Yep. So look out for me. Look out for my friend. Y'all have any questions, anything, y'all can hit either one of us up. That is fine. If y'all want us to do this again, we can definitely do it again because we always have something to talk about and help people. So I thank you guys for joining. I appreciate all of you. Friend, I appreciate you and I appreciate everything that you have done. You're amazing as always. You my girl. Very good. All right. So we are gonna be out. Goodbye, my loves.
Bye.
Oh Lord, then I figure out how to end it.